Mike, how's it going? How's life been treating you lately?
John, it's been intense, to say the least. Sarah and I finally had our baby a few months ago.
That's amazing. I remember you guys were trying for a while. How's everything going?
Yeah, it was quite the journey. We tried for over a year before Sarah finally got pregnant. It was tough at times, but we just kept pushing through.
I can't even imagine. That must have been really stressful. How was the pregnancy itself?
Challenging, to say the least. Sarah had a lot of morning sickness in the beginning, and then there were complications. We were in and out of the doctor's office constantly. It was a roller coaster of emotions, but we made it through.
How did you manage to stay strong through all of that?
Honestly, it was all about supporting each other. I made sure to be there for Sarah every step of the way, from attending all the appointments to helping her with anything she needed at home. I wanted to show her that we're in this together, no matter what.
Mike, sounds like you were a rock for her.
I tried to be, but the real challenge started after the baby was born. Being a first-time parent is no joke. It's like nothing can truly prepare you for the sleepless nights, constant feedings, and diaper changes.
How have you both been handling it?
Well, we're learning as we go. It's definitely been a trial by fire. We've had our share of frustrations and moments where we just felt completely overwhelmed. But we're figuring it out, one step at a time.
It's good to hear you guys are hanging in there. What's been the hardest part so far?
I think the hardest part has been balancing everything. Between work, taking care of the baby, and trying to find a moment for ourselves, it's been exhausting. But seeing our baby smile for the first time made it all worth it.
It's those little moments that make all the challenges seem insignificant, right?
Every time we see our baby growing and changing, it's a reminder that all the hard work and sleepless nights are paying off. We're building a family, and that's something truly incredible.
Well, Mike, it sounds like you and Sarah are doing an amazing job. It's not easy, but you're both making it work. Here's to many more milestones and joyful moments ahead.
John, we'll take it one day at a time and enjoy the journey. Maybe one day I'll be giving you advice when you're in my shoes.
I'll definitely be coming to you for tips when that time comes. Congrats again, Mike. Give my best to Sarah and the baby.
Will do. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. By the way, how about you and Laura? Are you guys thinking about starting a family anytime soon?
Actually, we've been trying for a while now. It's been really tough, though. No luck so far.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I know how hard that can be. How are you guys holding up?
It's been pretty rough, honestly. We've seen a few specialists and tried different treatments, but nothing's worked yet. It's hard not to get discouraged.
I can imagine. It's such an emotional roller coaster. Have you guys considered any other options, like IVF or adoption?
Yeah, we've talked about IVF and are saving up for it. Adoption has also come up in our conversations. We're open to it, but it's just a lot to think about and plan for.
Definitely. Those are big decisions. Just remember, you guys aren't alone in this. There are a lot of people who've been through similar struggles. Have you joined any support groups or anything like that?
We've looked into a few online forums and communities. It helps to read other people's stories and know we're not the only ones going through this. But it's still hard, especially when it feels like everyone around us is having kids so easily.
I get that. It's really tough seeing others have what you want so badly. But every journey is different. Just keep supporting each other and don't lose hope.
Mike, it's good to talk about it with someone who understands. How did you and Sarah stay positive through everything?
We just kept focusing on the end goal and supporting each other. There were definitely dark days, but we tried to find small joys in everyday life and kept communication open. Leaning on each other made a big difference.
I'll try to keep that in mind. It's easy to get lost in the frustration and forget about the little things.
And don't be afraid to seek professional help if you need it, whether it's for fertility issues or just dealing with the emotional stress. Talking to a counselor helped us a lot.
We've talked about that too. I think it might be a good idea for us. Thanks for the suggestion. It's just tough to admit sometimes that you need that extra help.
There's no shame in it, John. You're dealing with something incredibly difficult. Getting support is just another step toward your goal.
You're right. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate your support and advice.
John, hang in there and don't hesitate to reach out if you ever need to talk. We're all in this together.
Will do. Thanks again, Mike. Give my best to the family and take care.
By the way, speaking of interesting things, have you heard about this new clinic that opened up downtown? They specialize in some cutting-edge fertility treatments and holistic approaches.
No, I haven't heard about that. What makes them different from the other clinics?
They combine traditional treatments with alternative therapies like acupuncture, nutrition counseling, and even mindfulness meditation. I read an article about them recently. Apparently, they've had some impressive success rates.
I'm willing to try anything at this point. Do you have their contact info?
Yeah, I'll send you the details. It might be worth checking out. Sometimes a fresh approach can make all the difference.
Mike, I appreciate it. You know, it's funny how life throws these curveballs at us. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, something like this happens.
It's like the universe has its own plans. But sometimes those detours lead us to exactly where we need to be. Remember how I told you about my friend Tom?
Oh yeah, didn't he have a similar struggle?
He did. He and his wife tried for years without any success. They went through everything you can imagine: treatments, specialists, even a couple of failed IVF attempts. They were just about ready to give up.
That sounds brutal. What happened in the end?
Well, they decided to take a break from all the treatments and just focus on their relationship and well-being. They traveled, took up new hobbies, and just lived life without the constant pressure of trying to conceive. And wouldn't you know it, they ended up getting pregnant naturally out of the blue.
Wow, that's incredible. It really shows how important it is to take care of your mental and emotional health too.
Exactly. Sometimes, when you let go of the stress and just focus on enjoying life, things have a way of falling into place. It's not an easy thing to do, but it can make a huge difference.
Maybe Laura and I should plan a little getaway or something, just to reconnect and take a breather from all the stress.
A change of scenery can do wonders. Plus, it's a good reminder of why you're doing this in the first place, to build a life filled with love and adventure together.
You're right. I think we'll look into that. Maybe somewhere tropical. Laura's always wanted to go to Bali.
Bali sounds perfect. Relaxing on the beach, exploring new places, and just enjoying each other's company. It might be just what you both need.
Mike, you've given me a lot to think about. I feel a bit more hopeful now.
Anytime, John. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Keep the faith, stay positive, and enjoy the ride. And hey, who knows, maybe this time next year, we'll be having this conversation with both of us sharing baby stories.
I'd love that. Here's to hoping. Thanks again, Mike. You've been a great friend.
Anytime, John. We're in this together. Take care, and keep me posted on everything.
Will do. Take care, Mike.